Hey, welcome to Regular Tech Reviews. This is going to be a regular review of some regular products by a regular person for you regular people. I'm your host, John, and this is going to be fun. So, what we have today is cables. Now, most of you guys are like, well, wait a minute, your first video is going to be on cables. Why, you're going to do cables? Not some giveaway or something? No. So, cables are near and dear to my heart. And honestly, when you look at your tech products, especially anything that you currently, especially if you got it for Christmas or a gift or you just bought it, now's the time you're going to be getting cables. Cables are things that charge your phone, charge your stuff, charge your DS, charge your everything, charge your life if you want it to. And the biggest thing is going to be, cable longevity. How durable will cables be? And will you keep your cables as you go on? When you're looking at these cables, the first thing you're going to notice is the boxes. Now, when you're tearing these apart, you're getting them out, they're very plasticky. These are not quality boxes. They're not intent to be, for $5, what do you expect? I'm not expecting gold, but they're just kind of plasticky boxes. And first impression when you get the cables out, the presentation of the boxes isn't much. You get this little pamphlet, a little flyer thing about gifts in the one box, and then the other one, there's nothing. It's just everything's on the box. The one thing I noticed about the Apple cable was, these are the same footage, but the one only has one little tie, the other one has two. Does it really make a difference? I don't really know, but it's just something I'm going to point out here. And when you really get the first impressions of both these cables, the one that's like trying to be imitative of like an Apple cable, it's smooth and all, but the fabric kind of paracord wrapped one feels so much more premium. Reference, this is the Apple cable, no box, because I think it'd be dumb to count the box that the iPhone comes in, because that's like a $600 device sometimes, and it just got a band around it. It's standard iPhone cable. We all know what this looks like. We all know what kind of feetage it is. Way too small. It just, there it is. That's our reference cable. So now I just want to talk a little bit about the actual black cable, the black lightning cable. So when I got this cable, the first thing that struck me, again, it is Apple certified. And the other thing too is the fact that when I went into Five Below, I expected to see more lightning cables, but there's only this one brand, this Use one. And honestly, I can kind of understand it. I understand where they're coming from with the idea of we only have one brand of lightning cables because they're expensive, and we worked out a deal with this one company. I don't know exactly what Five Below's deal is, if they have a contract or a sponsorship. I don't know, but they only sell that one type. Now, I could have went around. I might have been able to find cheaper ones. Hell, if you go on Amazon, sometimes you can find even cheaper than $5. I actually have a couple ordered in from overseas that I'm going to compare once they arrive. But in terms of this particular cable, when you compare it to an Apple cable, the quality just isn't there. It might be longer, sure, but honestly, this feels so brittle and like it's going to break. And you'll see in a minute when I pull up the stretch video that I tried. These really just do not have the quality that an Apple cable will. And should I expect that? No, but I kind of expect more from just a normal silicone wrapped charging cable, really. It just kind of, it's a little saddening when you see it just doesn't feel good. It feels like it's going to fall apart in your hand. Honestly, something like this, I could see myself using maybe in my car for a solid good 3 months before it would break. And I just feel like it would have the same problem as the Apple cable, because really when you look at it, it tries to have an identical look to it, so you still have the same faults. And especially with worse materials, you end up with a cable that just doesn't fit the bill, and it'll break at the ends, it'll break at the front, enough turning, it just ends up breaking. That was kind of sad for me to see. I expected more out of Five Below, as dumb as that sounds. But it just was kind of disappointing for me for this cable. It does plug in, it does charge, it does, it looks okay. If you need just a cable for $5, I think you can probably do better. But if you needed to run into Five Below with this, will it charge, will it work? Yeah. Is it great? No. So now we're going to talk about the braided micro USB cable. This is where the story gets a little fuzzy, and I kind of expected, worse from this. I picked it up. I personally work with paracord every day with weaving and with using them as bracelets and with them on my bags. And I kind of expected this to just be low quality, terrible, really bad. And honestly, I was really surprised. And this is where everything kind of gets a little muddy. You'd expect, okay, I bought a $5 cable from Five Below, and the iPhone one's horrible. Then the micro USB one, in theory, could be horrible, right? Too, right? That's what I thought, and maybe some of the other different cables might be the ones that are like the really colorful LEDs. I feel like those, if I go back, I'm gonna grab some of those and do a comparison. But from just this one, I grabbed this one based on which one do I think would be the most durable and long-term. And this one seems really good. If you're near Five Below and you want to pop by, I guarantee they might have it. Most of the Five Belows I checked had this particular brand and model. This is a really good cable. It's braided in like, it's not like a ballistic nylon. Don't walk in thinking this is like some ballistic, hardcore, best of the best nylon. But it's a really nice like paracord-esque nylon, like a 550 paracord base. It probably just has your standard, you know, micro USB $1 internals, copper, nickel, all that. But overall, the cable is really good, and it charges. Yeah, I plugged it in, it charges. I have some other more, you know, better nylon-based cables from Modal and a couple other companies. And while their quality is a little bit better, and I feel like they might last longer, this one's a good solid, like, I feel like I might throw this in my bag, constantly use this, and have a good time with it. I don't feel like it's going to break on me at any time. I feel like if I pulled on it really hard, it'd be okay. And the other thing, too, is like with the stretch test and like the compactness test, like the bend test I do here in a second, you'll see like it just holds its shape. And that's something I really like. I hate with my Apple cable, and I hate with the black cable, as you'll see here in a sec, too. They just like snap around. They never want to stay in place. This one, you bend it, it stays in place. You don't got to worry about it. It fits in a bag nice. It slips in a bag nice. You really don't have to worry about it at all. Overall, this is definitely a cable I definitely rate really heavily high. And I think you should definitely, if you have any micro USB devices you want to charge and you just need that extra $5 cable just to help plug in, this would be a cable I'd definitely grab. Just as a side note here, I'm going to also include in my coming up test here this Nomad cable. This is my go-to daily, everyday, higher-end cable I use. It's ballistic nylon, really great quality cable. And when you see it and when you feel it, you can feel how good of a quality cable this is. It works great, has all the attachments on it, has USB Type-C, Lightning, and micro USB on it, and it's a really good quality cable. This guy retails for $34.99. Sometimes get it for a little bit under that depending on what coupon codes you can get, if you can get it on sale, things like that. But this is definitely a cable I would highly recommend checking out. It has amazing quality, and overall it's just a fantastic cable. But I'm also including it kind of as more of like a baseline of, hey, here's a really expensive cable, how does it pair up against, you know, regular cables like these lower end cables, because I think that's really important when you have a cable that costs a lot more to compare it to a $5 cable, because you can see a lot more cable manufacturers are making cables that are higher end for much lower cost. So this is just kind of thrown here just to show it, and it does of course charge my phone, as you can see here. And now coming up is just going to be a just blind reaction video actually for my mom, who she works with technology more than she used to, but she's very good about her budgeting skills and doesn't really like spending a lot of money on tech. So this is just definitely an add-on from her, just as a blind, regular person for a regular kind of review. All right, pick up the white one. How does it feel?
Nice.
It feels nice?
Yeah, it's nice and smooth. It's soft.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about the length? Like how long like does it feel? Like is it good? Good length? Could be longer, not?
It could be longer.
It could be long, okay. And just put it back. And feel that one. Good. How does that one feel? Compared to that one, the one you just picked up?
I prefer this.
You prefer that? What about the length?
No, the length is a lot longer.
Right.
Feels better.
So, but which one would you prefer?
I like the feel of that one.
Okay. How durable does it feel? Like
this feels cheap.
Cheap?
Yeah.
Okay. Pick up the next one. How does that one feel?
Well, that's kind of neat.
That's neat. Okay. What do you think of it?
I like the pattern on it.
Okay. How durability wise does it feel?
This feels like it would last a long time.
Okay.
It feels durable.
Okay.
So.
And the next one, the final one. Pick her up.
This feels like a cheaper version of that.
Okay. But, like, what about compared to the first two?
I kind of like the fabric covered.
Okay. Does it feel more durable or less durable?
This one feels more durable only because it's thicker.
Okay. What about the one you're holding, the red one, like compared to the synthetic material versus that fabric material?
Oh, I actually like that better.
Does it feel like it hold up longer, or does it feel like it would hold up less?
I think this feels like it would hold up longer.
Okay.
Because it's covered.
Right. Okay. So out of all these, if you had to rate them 1 through 4, like which one would you say your favorite is, and then go down? So like 1 being the best.
Oh, this one.
Okay. And what would be your number 2 pick?
This one.
Okay. And then your number 3?
Because I like how this feels better.
Okay. And then
even though it's shorter.
And then your black would be the 4th.
That would be the last.
Okay. Put them back on the table.
Okay.
So if we went down the line 1, 2, 3, and 4, how much do you think they would cost starting at 1? Like say you were going out to buy a cable like this, how much do you think this one would be worth?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know.
Like if someone came up to you and said you had to buy this, you have to buy it, what do you think? What would you pay for a cable like this? It's like feels nice.
Oh, wow.
Would you pay $30 for it?
No.
Would you pay $15 for it?
No.
And $10.
5.
5? Okay.
Because it's too short.
It's too short. Okay. What about the black one? What do you think? Would you pay $30 for it?
Oh, no.
Would you pay $15 for it?
No.
$10 for it?
No.
5.
No, because I just don't like the feeling.
You don't like the feeling?
No.
Okay. What about this one? Would you pay $30 for this?
No.
15. Closer to 20?
I think I would pay like $15 for that.
$15 for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Even with, did you see this? It has the different tips. So this one's for an Android phone or for like a normal like Samsung phone, and then you have this for an Apple phone.
I might pay $20 for
You might pay $20.
I didn't realize it had all this.
It has a couple extra little things.
I'm not a tech person, so I didn't realize it had all those.
Okay. And then what about like this guy, like with the better?
I'd pay 10.
You'd pay 10 for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Thank you for your opinions.
You're welcome.
So that pretty much wraps up the video right there. You know, a regular tech review done by regular people for regular people with regular tech in mind. You know, that's the whole point of the show. We're trying to get regular tech that's not always touched, not always reviewed for you guys to make sure you're making informative decisions when you're buying stuff. So overall, you know, when you have to rate these cables, what I say, go out and buy a Nomad cable. By all means, I think you should. I'm going to put a buy link down in the description for Best Buy and Nomad's website. But if you're interested in these other cables, listen, when it comes down to it, like I said, the mud is a little bit gray here. It's not your normal just black and white mud here. This is going to be a little bit mucky. You know, your lightning cables, say, from your cheap dealer, you know, at the Dollar Tree, at Five Below in particular. Five Below is a place where I feel like you can get some good products for, like, relatively cheap, and I love going there. But when it comes to lightning cables, I'd say you're better off spending a little bit extra money. Get yourself a Platinum, get yourself a Mandal cable, get yourself something from, like, a Nomad cable especially. These Nomad cables are amazing. They last forever. But when it comes to that, I'd say save your money a little bit. Maybe go up to a $10 cable, a $15 cable, even a $20 cable, and they're going to last you way longer, unless you're talking about Apple's cables, in which case, you know, they're not worth it. But when it comes to micro USB, if you have a micro USB device you got to charge up, my A6000, my headphones, my old phone, my Note 4, almost all those, everything, most things nowadays, if you're getting a general consumer electronic product, it's going to be taking micro USB. And if it comes to, hey, I need a $5 cable, boom, the Five Below $5 cable really rocks it out of the park. It's a good nylon-based cable. It feels good. And one thing I failed to mention when I was talking about it originally is it actually is an extended, or it feels like, I didn't measure it exactly, but when I paired it up against my Nomad cable, it definitely was longer, as like an extended tip. So when it comes to if you have an OtterBox, if you have a really tight case, it's going to fit no problem. And you're not going to have a problem with it. Like, oh, this cable's too short. Too short. Can't get in my... I got to return my cable. Or you got to take off your case. That was one of the reasons I took it off my OtterBox back so long ago off of my main phone. It didn't fit. It didn't fit in the thing. And it really bugged me. So... if you're interested in a good cable, head down to your local Five Below, grab a nylon braided cable. I definitely think they're a good buy, a good thing. They're regular tech review certified. Go out, take them up. And I'm going to be using this cable personally for the next, probably, I've had it for about a week now. It's held up relatively well, but I'm going to keep it in my bag. I'm going to use it regularly, and I'll probably post an update video probably about 3 months down the line. See how it's holding up. That's really what I want to get. I want to try to see how long it'll really hold up. That's the real test of time here. But that pretty much wraps up this video, guys. If you liked what you saw, there's a like button down there. If you dislike what you saw, hit that dislike button down there. If you'd like to keep up to date on what we always got coming out, I'm going to be doing Monday through Fridays, trying to post a new video every day and have some discussions on the weekends. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the little gear next to it, and get in that notification squad to be able to know right when the newest videos come out. And as always, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Regular Tech Reviews, out.